Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another. We need to name these, John. What's the name? The Daily Google something.
Dr. Ads.
Dr. Ads. All right,
Yeah.
that's the working name. So, welcome back to Dr. Ads. It's Custom Solutions 8 with my business partner, John Moran. John?
Working name. I kind of take offense to that now.
It just wasn't that good. It wasn't like lightning struck, but
We'll fix this in post.
Yeah.
Probably won't because we're not going to
edit that out. Dr. Ads. So, hold on. That makes you Dr. Ads. Then who am I?
You're the nurse.
All right. Let's go there.
This is how it's going to happen.
What are we talking about today?
All right. So this is something that's going to be specifically for Shopify people. There's been a new development in Shopify that allows you to hook up your Google Ads account to your Shopify store. And when it does, just like all hell breaks loose, numbers wise. And it can have really bad detrimental impacts to your campaign because you're like, wow, I'm making so much money and this is going really, really well. And then you realize you're making like 1/3 of that. And then you have to restart because Google thinks that you were doing really well and now you're not. Let me share my screen. I'll just show you what I mean. All right. So here's actually what's a little bit interesting about this is when you hook up your Shopify account to Google, or I guess your Google to your Shopify account, it automatically generates these conversion actions. So you see like Google Shopping app page view and purchase and view item and add to cart. And you have all these other kind of different ancillary conversion actions that aren't actually a sale, but will give you information. And normally it defaults all of these to be included in conversions. Recently, I've hooked up one about a week ago, and it did not do that. So you might be experiencing this, you might not be experiencing this. But what this normally does is when this column here called include in conversions is checked to yes, this will actually count all of these conversions and conversion actions into one big grand total. And what this means is that the Google Shopping app page view, they're viewing a product. And I'll kind of go down the line. And then Google Shopping app view item, they're usually clicking on a picture to view the item in a larger setting. And then if they add the product to the cart, then they begin the checkout and then they purchase and then they add payment info. And then now they also have this other one called search, which if you have a search on your site, this one doesn't, it's just not gonna show up here. But if they search for a product, now all of these are technically not conversions except for purchase. Purchase should be the one that you're looking at. Because just because someone added $355 to their cart, but only purchased $178, you don't want your grand total to be $714. So I'm kind of starting at the solution here, but I want to tell you a unique way to use this data and how you can leverage it to your benefit. So when you're looking at your campaigns, and this campaign actually just started on the 27th, so it's only a couple of days old. It's the 2nd right now. So we just started out, and you see conversion value and all conversion value. So a lot of times these will get mixed up, and they're completely different columns. Conversion value is what you're counting as a conversion in this column here, which is, yes, I'd like to count purchases, but not everything else. And yes, I would like to include calls, but you don't want to include the view items as a quote unquote conversion. So what you'll see here is you come up with two different numbers. Conversion value is what you tick the box to say, yes, include that in my conversions. And all conversion value is everything else.
Everything else or everything including the yeses?
Yeah, everything including. So conversions plus view items plus add to carts plus begin checkouts, all of it's combined. So when people will look at this, sometimes they'll see the conversion value as 714. They're like, wow, I'm doing really good. I spent $163 and made 714. Not true. You really spent 163 and made 178 because you're only counting the purchase as the conversion, and the conversion value should show up. Now, here's a way to leverage this though. If you go into segment and you go into conversions and you look at conversion action, you'll notice that you can see a numerical number for each conversion counted in the all conversion value. If you don't see all conversion value, go to columns, modify columns, and then go to conversions, and then check this box here, all conversion value. And what's nice about this is you get to see how many people add something to the cart. Well, there's been $250 added to the cart. How many people began checking out? $155 worth of products began checkout. And then at purchase, it was $52 of people that purchased. So they might have taken a $3 item out, or they had a coupon code during a time of purchase. So that's why there's a discrepancy here. And you can see that even in the branded campaign, they added $104 to the cart, and only $25 went to begin checking out, and $25 was sold.
That's great. So you get to see the dilution in your funnel with cart abandonment.
Exactly. So you get to see what campaign, what ad group, what, if you're running search, what keyword, what ad itself is bringing the most amount of interested parties, and if they're buying or not. Or is there something wrong with the funnel? Is there something wrong with the website? Is my begin checkout page loading too slow? Do they have additional questions? Is there shipping policy? Is there return policy? Is there, a coupon code that's displayed right at the top of the page without having to redeem the code, whatever it is? Identifying certain points of the funnel that would drive a lot of people to see the ad, click on the ad, go to the website, view a product, add the product to cart, and then not buy. Now, cart abandonment is normally pretty high, but you can identify exactly how high your cart abandonment is just inside of Google Ads itself. And then you get to ask yourself, what can I do to reduce that cart abandonment? One thing that we've seen work really, really, really well is by using a chat feature only on the checkout page. So not on your home page, not on your product page, not on your contact page. Only start with it on your checkout page, because what will happen is, and also make sure it doesn't pop up until like 20 seconds in. And what this will do is someone will go through the whole process of clicking on an ad, going to the site, viewing the product, add the product to your cart. And before they check out, if they're sitting there thinking, I wonder if I can return this. I'm not sure if this was something that, I really wanted. I do kind of still have more questions. I didn't actually watch that video to the end. I might go back before I buy it and watch it, whatever it may be. If the chat box pops up at that time and says, do you have any questions before checking out? Or can I help you with any questions before purchasing your items? This way it gives them a chance to say, yeah, I was actually wondering, is there a return policy? How long does it take to ship? Do you guys have a coupon code? Blah, blah, blah. And it's like a person kind of stepping in at the last minute and saying, what can I do to help you buy that product? And it does two things. One, help increase your e-commerce conversion rate. Two, identify some holes in your funnel that you may not have known because you haven't been asking these questions. If someone keeps asking, yes, can I return this item? Great, put a return notice right at each product page, right at the checkout page. Or if they're saying, how long does it take to ship? Our items usually ship within 1 to 3 business days, whatever it may be. Answering, you'll get all the information that you need to answer the questions, and then monitor this to see, is that begin the checkout to purchase, or the add to cart to begin checkout, is that starting to more normalize into a very, very closely related number? And that's how you can use kind of this information that is automatically added to your campaigns in Google Ads from Shopify to your advantage.
Is Shopify the only system that does this? Have you seen this from like BigCommerce, OS Commerce, any of those others?
It's the only one that does it for you automatically. So a lot of times people will just accidentally stumble into these. And the reason why I wanted to bring this video up today is because a lot of times we'll have a client that will come to us and say, yeah, I've spent $1,000 and made 12,000, but I don't think so. I don't see that in my bank account. It definitely isn't 12,000. And then we go in there and we see this. And then after you show up all the conversion actions, you have to restart everything because the maximized conversion value used to think it was doing so good. So Shopify most often is one that is an issue with this. We can build this for any type of campaign, any type of CMS, content management system, be WordPress or obviously Shopify, WooCommerce. Anything that you're using, this can be built. This is very simple to build. But
what's interesting about that though is that shows you how easy it would be for an agency to manipulate data. Because if you want to show cart abandonment, then you can build this. But if you wanted to lie and show, look at all the leads that you're getting, you can kind of seed that in through each step of the process. And if you don't trust your agency, or they haven't clearly explained where the conversion actions are taking place, this dashboard, I love when people take screenshots. Have you ever seen those ads? Some guy's running an ad and he's like, oh, I've got a 28,000 ROAS, and he takes a screenshot of his ad dashboard. I'm like, I can do that right now. You just go in there and manipulate the columns. It's such an easy thing to lie about.
Let's take conversion value. That's a littler number, and man, a conversion value and cost is looking great. You spent 163, made 714. That must be all I got you all the conversion value.
All the conversions.
The conversions.
So it's really important, even if you're not going to run your own ads, it's really important for business owners to know at least how to slice and dice the reporting. How that's being done. That's so critical.
Yeah, or it's even really important for business owners to know, like, maybe the questions I did have about my campaign, they were right. Like,
they were valid.
I didn't see that in my bank account.
There's so much gaslighting in our business. It's sad.
I know, it's so funny. Yeah, when you have someone that can very clearly see leading the blind, it's up to that integrity of that marketer to really, show them the light.
Well, I say it on every sales call I'm on. If somebody can't explain something simply, they don't understand it.
Yeah.
If you can't explain it to where, explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old. And if you can't, you don't get it either. Because if you did, I'm not an idiot. I would get there with you. You know what I mean? Like, I can follow along.
Yeah. Or a lot of times too, it's just like, well, let me hop into my Shopify. Those two numbers are way off.
Right. Let me hop into my bank account and I'll,
right.
Exactly right.
Yeah. If you can't ask why, or if you can't answer that as to why, very simply, yeah, you should be running Google Ads.
Yeah. So this is Dr. John and Nurse Qasim.
That's right.
Coming to you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Costumes next time. So we're gonna try to wear costumes next time. I'm gonna get you into a nurse outfit.
I'm down. That's progressive. I'm all about that.
Absolutely. Yeah. You're very comfortable with your masculinity.
I am. My mom was a nurse. Yeah. What are we doing? Do we know what we're talking about tomorrow? Just whatever. Something awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be something awesome. I think actually what we're going to be doing tomorrow is we're going to look at why you should link your Google Analytics to Google Ads and get things like which ad is giving you the lowest bounce rate, which keyword is giving you the ability to see how much time they spend on your site, or which campaign is getting the most pages per session. All of the analytical data, when you can put that in Google Ads and see, especially when you have brand new campaigns, what's showing interest first and where you should start to pay more attention to, it's invaluable, especially when you're working with a budget and you need to maximize every dollar.
Nice. I just wrote that down so we don't forget.
I'll
if you're watching, let us know what you think. If you have questions, don't forget to ask those questions, because I promise we'll answer them. We're here. We're live. We're not live, but we're alive. We exist.
Yeah, we're alive. Yeah.
We're alive. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Thanks.